Tutorial 2, Clock Layers. Once again, open GIMP. Go into File and Open as Layers. And go to wherever you saved the file labeled Start to PSD. Start to PSD. And as usual, go Convert. Now let's have a look at it. There's one picture showing, but there's three layers over here on the right hand side. Turn the eyes on and you can see the things appearing. So there's a bearing and a gauge. Now go back to File, Open. This time you're going to open the one called Clock PSD. Open. Once again, Convert. And there's your clock. So you got your clock picture and your layers picture, keyboard. Now what you do is turn on the clock layer and go Copy. Turn on the keyboard layer and go Paste. And if you go over to the side, you see there's a new layer there. It's the clock layer. So turn on the Move tool, move the clock down so it's centered in the picture. Turn on the Select tool just to turn off what was there. So you just click somewhere. And now turn on the Smudge tool. Hit Delete on your keyboard and that white background is gone. So it wasn't the smudge tool, it was the, well, we call it the magic wand in the other one, but anyway, fourth tool over. Okay, now when you click on those you can see a chain. What that chain does is link the layers together, so that if I move the clock, I move the gauge as well because they're tied together. That can be very handy when you've got two things you want to move and you want to move them at the same time, or to make sure they're still together in the same way. Alright, we're going to create a new layer. So you right click, new layer, click OK, and label this layer Gradient, G-R-A-D-I-E-N-T, Gradient. That's the name of the tool that we're going to use to color this layer. It's right where the paint bucket is. You right click on the paint bucket and you'll see there's something under it called Gradient. Turn Gradient on. And when you click on that color, you see a whole bunch of choices going from green to white, and this one, the checkerboard is going from green to transparent. That's what the checkerboard means, green to transparent. I'm going to change the green to some other color. I'm going to pick magenta, sort of a pink color, not too dark. And then I click OK once I pick my color. There we go. Now what you do is you start on one side where you see that cross, go to the other side and just release. Click, and there you go. That's your gradient tool. It's very useful for giving you interesting backgrounds. And see, it has its own layer. Now right click on the gradient layer and go in and put a new layer again. This is going to be for text. Go up and turn on your text tool. Change the color. You don't want the same color as the gradient. I'm going to pick black, but you can pick whatever color you want. And whatever font you want and all that sort of thing. Make a box. And type in something. I'm just saying Tech 220. You can put whatever message you want. Put your name in if you want. So we've got a whole bunch of layers there. And as usual, the most important step once you've done all that is to save these properly. So So we go, no, I'm just, okay, I want to get rid of that. I just turned on the select tool. We go up to File, and the first one is always going to be Save As. I remember what it saves it as. It saves it as an XCF file. Just but change the name, so make sure it's going in the right folder. Change the name of it, and it should be called Clock Layers. So click in the top there where it says Start To. I, of course, had left my capitals on. .xcf, and simply go Save. However, we want to save it in two other formats. Then we go Export As, and the first one, I don't want to leave it as a PNG. They're okay, but we want it as a JPEG. Export. And you can change the quality of it by changing that number at the top. Just click OK. And the last way is to save it as a PSD file, a Photoshop document. So Export As, change the JPEG to PSD, and export. Now what I should mention is when you save it as a JPEG, it gets rid of all the layers. It combines all the layers. The word is it flattens the picture. That's it.